Hello, hello. I know you're very excited about what's coming up. I'm here with Apeksha. I'm Neeta Rao, and I'm here with Apeksha. I am representing Librarians of India. I'm joined by Srimoy in the background. She's refusing to show her face right now, but she'll turn up, and she's been one of the people who's been anchoring this all day. So, three cheers for Srimoy and the Pratham team for doing this for us. Um, and I have here a very special person who's also incidentally one of our Librarians of India team members. Um, Apeksha is a believer in the power of arts to initiate dialogue and transform learning. She designs and conducts programs that foster creative learning. She's worked with a Warwick writing program in schools, writing Miss West Midlands YMCA, and including city schools and art galleries of Mumbai. She's visiting faculty for storytelling and creative writing at the Somaya School of Design, and has also been a workshop leader at Circular 2024 Summer Conference in the US and in the UK for the On Writing for Young People LEAF Conference last year. If that isn't enough to floor you with all her various uh, qualifications and assignments, Apeksha is also one of the anchors of Librarians of India, a community of educators, sorry, dedicated to building a collaborative environment for sharing ideas, resources, and promoting children's literature. She has an MA in writing from the University of Warwick. Apeksha's poetry and prose have appeared in UK and Australian publications, and she was also shortlisted for the Heroines Women's Writing Prize in 2024. As a storyteller, Apeksha has performed at various events, including the Australian-based World Travels Story Week in 2020, Gatha Mumbai International Storytelling Festival last year, and various celebrations at the Prince of Wales Museum, Chhatrapati Shivaji Museum. Um, I have said enough. I know what you're really waiting for is the story that Apeksha is going to tell you. So over to you, Apeksha.
Thank you so much, Neeta. Good evening, everyone. And I hope that we have been enjoying a full day long of read alouds. They've been happening in numerous languages. I hope you've got them. Tonight, we are closing with an English story. And I want to wish all of you a wonderful World Read Aloud Day. And I want to let you know that reading aloud is not only for children, it's also for adults. And if you want to encourage children to keep reading, the adults need to showcase it in their life. Because if you're always on the phone, the child is going to notice that and they're going to mirror you. So without further ado, let's look at our lovely story for today. It's a story that I won't say much about, but it will certainly cultivate a new perspective for you and have you rethink what empathy and friendship can be. So I'm going to share my screen and we are going to start with this lovely, beautiful story. Let me go full screen. There you go. So this is called A Helping Hand, and the author is Payal Dhar, and the illustrator is Vartika Sharma. And this is a book by Pratham Books. It is available on Storyweaver, where you can read it not just in English, but also in different languages. So let's take a look. Dear, well, you know who you are. It's not like you're ever going to see this letter. Miss told me that I had to be your mentor and show you around because you are a new student. I didn't know what a mentor is, so I looked it up in the dictionary. Anyway, she didn't tell me anything about that. Ali and Gaurav and Sumi and Rani, they kept asking me about it when we were going home from school. Hmm. I told them that I didn't know what they were talking about, but That's not true. How can I not know? See, you made me lie to my friends. Yours sincerely, me. Hi again. Ma says that it is not good to stare at people, but I can see that everyone stares at you. And they stare at me too because I have to hang around with you and be your mentor. Why did you come to our school? Why couldn't you continue going to whatever school you went to earlier? Do you know what happened yesterday? Gaurav, Ali, and two of their friends from class 7 cornered me after school to ask about you know what. They took my bag and wouldn't give it back. Then they threw it into the thicket by the side of the road, and I had to scramble down into the mountainside to get it. I tore my shirt, and Ma was angry with me. This is all your fault. Me. Hello. I keep telling them they can ask you whatever they want to know. What's the point of asking me? How am I supposed to know why you have that thing or how it works? To be really honest, I can't say I'm not curious myself or that I don't have the same questions the others are asking me. Yes, I noticed it the first day when you came into the classroom. I saw how you did everything with one hand and how your left hand never moved. At first, I couldn't tell what the problem was. Then, when I came closer, I saw that something wasn't quite right. It looked weird, like it was covered in plastic or something. Then I thought it was a toy hand. It took me some time to understand. Also, I saw what happened at lunch. See you, me. So you notice, dear listeners and viewers, that this is an entire series of letters from an unknown child to a new student who's arrived at their school. And I hope you've been noticing the beautiful illustrations by Vartika because they are going to be giving you a clue to what this story is about. And we are learning more and more about what is happening. Take a look and see also how the language starts changing. Hello, my oldest sister, the one who's studying engineering in Delhi, called today. I told her, there's a girl in my class and she has a fake hand. And she said that the term is prosthetic hand. Listen, I have some advice for you. You may be new and all, but if you want people to stop staring at you and talking about you, you have to stop standing in the corner all the time. Why don't you play with us? Why don't you come on the swing? Everyone loves the swing. It's been 2 weeks and you can jolly well come by yourself. I'm not going to be your minder forever. Sometimes I don't know what to say to you. Me. Hi again. After the lunch incident that day, I've been watching you. I'm just curious. Is it weird to have one hand? Is it only your hand or is it your entire arm that's fake? Sorry, prosthetic. Today, Sumi, Gaurav, and I walked to school together, and they were playing a game they made up called One Hand Challenge. The rule is you have to do things with one hand, like packing your bag or buttoning your shirt. Sumi couldn't tie her shoelaces, and she forgot about it and tripped and fell. She got a cut on her chin. Miss saw it, and even though she put some antiseptic cream on it, she scolded Sumi for being careless. You can't run around in the mountains with your shoelaces untied. What will happen if you fall while going home or something? I think adults worry too much. Yours truly, me. Hi, do you know what a coincidence is? It's like when you talk about something and the same thing happens sometime later in a completely unrelated way. In my last letter, I was telling you about Sumi and the shoelaces, and then today I saw you tying your shoelaces. Wow, that was awesome. I think you did it faster than I can do it with two hands. If you were my friend, I would challenge you to a shoelace tying race. Or no, maybe I would ask you to teach me how to do it with one hand. I have to confess, I did try to tie my shoelace with one hand when I got home, but it's impossible. How do you do it? Maybe I'll ask you tomorrow. Curious, me. Now you'll start noticing how the annotations at the end, the way the child is signing off in the letter, gradually change. Hi. So, after what you said, I've tried to do a lot of things with only one hand, but it's so difficult. I still don't get how you do it, like having a bath, wearing your clothes, packing your bag. Since that day at lunch, I did realize that you have to do some things differently, but it's not like you don't do almost everything the rest of us do. Listen, I'm sorry about what I said earlier about playing with us. I guess you were just feeling shy. And also about coming on the swing. I tried. And it's hard to get your balance if you don't hold it with two hands. But you're great in the jungle, Jim. Even if you don't hang from the bars, and you can run really fast, even faster than Ali, who won the first prize at Sports Day. Bye. Me. Hello. That movie was really funny, no? I laughed so much that my stomach hurt and it was like I was crying. I always like it when they show movies in school. It means no classes. Last time, before you came to our school, they showed this movie about a tiger cub who got lost. It was quite scary, mostly because it was a true story. Later, someone found it and managed to get it back to its family. True stories like that are called documentaries. Did you know that? Tiger cubs are cute, no? Last year, there was a puppy near our house. It was very cute too, but it grew up and then it wasn't so cute anymore. Got to go now. Me. And there's the tiger cub. Hello, hello. Did you know I was so surprised when I saw you on the bus? I had no idea my father worked in the same place as yours. But I'm so happy you came for the office picnic because last year, when they took us, there were no other children my age, and I got really bored. Okay. Oh, oh, I'm really tired, so I'm going now. See you in school tomorrow. Me. Hi. I think I should warn you. Principal Sir becomes slightly insane whenever annual day comes along. He might yell at you. He yells at everyone. So don't take it personally. My ma says that he's under a lot of pressure because our annual day performance reflects on him. I'm not sure what that means, but he does look stressed out. Did you see his hair? It was like he touched a loose wire and got an electric shock. Though I think it was very mean of Rani to put a frog in his chair. Okay, I'm going now before he catches me writing this letter. Me. You can guess who that is with a frog. Hey, your new hand is so cool. No offense, but the old one was a bit boring. It was just there. The new one is like magic, and you can move the fingers and grip with it. I hope you didn't mind that I asked to shake hands. I just said it before I could think. Maybe tomorrow we can do some experiments to find out if you can lift stuff with it. Oh, I just realized the last couple of letters I wrote to you, I didn't mention your prosthetic hand at all. It's like I forgot all about it and wanted to tell you so many other things. The funny thing is, I'm not that curious about your hand anymore. I don't know why. Your friend, me. And that's the end of this beautiful story. And you can see the entire evolution of these two students who are nameless. We don't know where they are, but the brilliant part is that this could be a universal story. It could be happening anywhere at any point in time. And it really shows how friendship, empathy, kindness, perspective are extremely important. And the last bits of the story actually are a friendometer quiz that you can take to think about what kind of friend you are and what your score is and what it means. I hope you've enjoyed this wonderful story. It has been a pleasure reading aloud to all of you, and just reminding you again that read alouds are not just for children. You can read no matter how old you are. It's a lot of joy to read and share. And I can remind you that it doesn't have to be a story. You can read the encyclopedia, you can read the newspaper, you can read anything at all. But reading aloud really helps not only to generate interest, it also stimulates all the creative parts of your brain and gets you thinking. So, thank you so much for tuning in for World Read Aloud Day. My name is Apeksha Harsh. It's been a pleasure reading to you. I'm going to be handing back now to Neeta Rao from Librarians of India for closing our beautiful celebration today. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Apeksha. That was simply beautiful. I enjoyed the story as much as everyone listening, I'm sure. And it taught me so much. Um, um, this has been one of the most delightful days where we've started early morning with Seema Wahi delighting us with her storytelling with puppets. We've had Sabita, a former team member actually, who had this beautiful story about a little girl who can't manage her anger and doesn't know why she's so angry all the time. We had Sudeshna read out the most delightful Bengali story. We had Shilk Rubina read to us in Urdu, Anuja read to us in Marathi, and finally, Apeksha read to us an English story. Read alouds have so many different languages, and as Apeksha mentioned, we're so grateful to platforms like Pratham Book Story Weaver who provide books free of cost, such
Mm.
quality children's literature to anyone, the whole world really, if they, and the stories on Story Weaver are just beautifully illustrated. It's a platform even for young writers, new writers, debut writers. So please do check it out if you haven't already. I'm sure you have. Um, but thank you for celebrating World Read Aloud Day with us. Thank you very much to the Story Weaver team and also to us at Librarians of India for bringing this to you.
And don't worry if you've missed out the lives, right?
Yes, they're all on the Pratham Books YouTube channel. Yeah, you can catch them uh, at any time you want. You can even show them to others, like you can broadcast them to your class. This morning, we had a whole lot of librarians tuning in from Karnataka who tuned in for the Kannada book, and they had lots of school children assembled there listening to the story. It was so beautiful to see those pictures.
That's
So thank
wonderful, Neeta.
you and good night. And I know World Read Aloud Day is continuing throughout the world, so there might be more events happening around. So keep reading aloud. And also, there's this website called www.readaloud.in, where you can get loads of resources on learning how to read aloud and all kinds of things about the read aloud. So check it out if you're interested. Thank you. Good night.
Good night, everyone.